excellent start to the show. Oh, not so much. Okay. The original plan was to just fly another ship over to the pyramids, which is just over there. And basically start. I'm only laughing because I know no one's died. Bring another plane over to the pyramids, which is over there, and basically start this episode more or less when I left off last time, just pretending that I'd actually properly landed and the hatch wasn't obstructed. Well, the hatch ain't obstructed now, I'll tell you that much. There you go, extend the ladder. But as you can see, it didn't go very well, did not go to plan. There are two reasons why it didn't go to plan, and why we started off the episode with a huge crash. One is, obviously, I've landed on this very slopey bit, which is not very good. And the second is, and I don't think you had time to notice this, I put new parachutes on. So originally, I just on the center of mass, I put a pair of parachutes. But that wasn't enough, and it would float down. And so I thought I'll put another set of parachutes here, another set of parachutes there. Only I didn't take into account, I didn't check the symmetry mode, which meant that in fact all the parachutes were on one side, so it came down like that, which might have almost been okay, you know. It was almost matching that slope that I kind of got to, but obviously not quite. So I guess I'm not recovering all that much of this particular aircraft. So we do have a bit of a walk ahead of us. But I have found the pyramids, so, you know, spoilers, obviously. I just have to go for a walk for a bit. Right, well, it's safe to time walk when you walk in. So, just want to get off this slope because it's really annoying with the camera and all that. Doop 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 doop. I clearly need to work out if I'm going to be anomaly hopping and I'm going to be searching for anomalies and all that kind of stuff. Quite clearly, I need some methods of getting to places that doesn't, you know, involve me crashing into the ground. Well, so obviously these are more your step pyramids as compared to your Gizan style, you know, Egyptian what's that? Is that just saw this a round shadow on the side of the. I mean, was that can't have been a moon shadow? I wonder what that was a shadow of. Also looks like I was kind of hoping to be able to climb up on them, but that doesn't look very likely now, does it? The sun is beginning to set, as you can see. You can see the shadows creeping in. Can't actually see the sun. Which way is the sun? I think the sun is in fact already beginning to set behind those mountains. Right, so what have I got here? Investigate the pyramids. I've got it. I thought you had to do it. Oh, you just had to EVA. You didn't actually have to do a thing. You just EVA'd. Description on the statue. Which creature has one voice and yet become 4-footed and 2-footed and 3-footed? That's an interesting variation of that riddle. I haven't heard that one before. I'm not seeing a sphinx, actually. I'm seeing a lot of pyramids. No, I thought that might be a Sphinx. That's just another pyramid. There's that again. I reckon it's actually a floating rock. The ground scatter, however, whatever scattered the ground scatter things, makes them float a lot. So the sun must. I think the sun is behind there. And so a lot of, I think there's floating rocks, and I think that is what is casting those shadows. Okay, so there you go. That's the pyramids for you. Yeah, another floating rock. I'm really certain that's a floating rock shadow. Where's sun? So the sun is in fact down there. And there is not, unless that's the, ooh. That's looking a bit sphinxy. Oh, that's more like a giant pharaoh statue. Can we go have a look at that before the sun sets? Possibly not, because obviously by physics accelerating the amount I am, it's obviously going to take not that long for the sun to set completely. It was actually dark on the space center when I set off, but I looked at the map and I thought it's going to be not dark by the time I get. It was not dark at the pyramids, so there you see I'm actually floating. You can see my shadow is in fact not on the ground. There you go. Run! And there we see a mighty statue. I suppose this must be the Sphinx, I guess. With a very pointy hat. Not the best screenshot. I would need to wait for a better time. Let's plant a flag. Pyramids. So mysterious. This flag's pointing the wrong way. I really want the flag to be pointing that way. Oh well. Right, that's enough. So that's the pyramids. Now we've seen the pyramids, and I've got some contract goodness out of that. Now, if I get any more anomaly contracts, which I will probably do, and I hope to do, zero science and no XP gained, which is not unreasonable. So let's go grab Jebediah. He went along as well. B2 flyer. Cover. Sweet. Let's go see if there are any more contracts. I can't be bothered. New orbital station, I can't be bothered. Tempted to do this one. I don't know why, but I want to get a resource scanner around. No, I think I'm going to not do that. Although it is quite a... I'm going to give it a go, see if it'll give me something interesting to do with anomalies, but it looks like no. Temperature scans of Moho. It's worth quite a lot. Whether the Moho thing I've got can do them is another question. I'm pretty sure it's got temperature, and the question is where those points are. I'm not good. Wheelie base engine, very very simple, but not very much money. It's just not really interesting. I can just do that one. Well, it looks like I'm not getting any interesting contracts right now. I want more. I want to be told to go to anomalies. How dare you, horrible computer. But it's worth getting that. What am I trying to say? I mean, I might as well get that temperature one. Well, give me science around the moon kind of thing. Mun. I'm pretty sure this has got a thermometer on it. Oh, it's got lots of things. Look at that. What have we got in here? Mystery goo. Did I just put mystery goo? Oh, hang on, that looks like a temperature gauge. No. Oh, can't see a thing. Why is it always at night? Would have thought I'd put everything in here. What could this possibly have been in the days before I had such exotic things as temperature sensors? Oh, there we go. I have found it. There we go. We have transmitted something and got 0 science, but that was 39,000 Kerbal bucks. So there you go. There was, in fact, somewhere on there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, nothing interesting there. While I'm here, gonna check in on the puffin. And see how it's getting on here. It's got 62 science on it at the minute. Not worth bothering with just yet. So let's just go back to the Space Center. I think I might have to call it the day there, because the very next thing to do now is just go back to the Minmus Space Rescue, which has actually been going on for ages. Well, it's not actually been going on for ages. I've just been, instead of fast forwarding it, I've been doing other things in the days that it's going to take to get there. So I think I might just fast forward to that. And then I'm going to have to think about, do I want to go to Dres? Stuff like that. Specific order of the Kerbal. That might be one, because that's going to give me another Kerbal Although, having said that, I'll take that one. Having said that, going to our tracking station, I've actually got a couple of Kerbals in really stupid places. Frankie's got a shipwreck. But there's also out here, or in here actually, this is actually within the orbit of Moho. Got this idiot. And of course I've got oh no, that's for later. I'm supposed to go grab that. That's going to be a mission. That's going to be quite an interesting mission. That is an asteroid I have been tasked to get within Kerbal orbit somehow. I have no idea how I'm going to do this. Oh, there, device. There we go. This device out here is way out. Look, way out here somewhere. Where's it gone? There we go. Oh, that's Greg needs wreckage as well. I need to go get him. Yeah. This thing I need to go grab. I mean, I've no idea how you go about it. I mean, that's out in the orbit of Elu kind of deal. And that's an interesting thing. I actually don't know the maths. I mean, I'd have to, you can use Kerbal alarm clock to do things, to work out transfer windows and that. So I'd be going from Kerbal. But what I want to do is so I can go by the orbit, the things that are already there. But I don't know how I do it for an object that isn't in the list. That's interesting. That's a new one. I suppose that's telling me, that's the idea, is it would start giving me warnings when I start, you know, you really need to get that thing done, you know. Yeah, that's okay, that's new. So I may have to actually go and find out what the maths are and go and work out, how do I work out from not a known orbit like Elu or Jewel, but from someplace I don't know at all. So there you go. I've got details of those orbits and I can find that kind of stuff out. But yeah. Anyway, right, the very next thing I'm doing, I've gone and investigated the pyramids. I've seen the Sphinx. I'm taking a picture of myself next to the big statue of the Pharaoh. I've got everyone back home, even though I crashed the aircraft completely and destroyed it entirely. So that's good. But the very next thing to do is pick up Arnes coming from Minmus and possibly finish up her science mission, where I'd like to grab some extra biomes that I haven't been to yet. I've got a list around here somewhere. Yep, I got a few more biomes to get. So that's going to be the next time. So thanks so much for watching. Bit of a rambling episode. There you go. Thanks so much for watching. Please hit like and subscribe if you've been enjoying these videos. Find Nearly Enough Dice at nearlyenoughddice.com. And you can also find us on Twitter and Facebook. And until next time, reach for the stars and pyramids and